Hello friends, welcome to our English class. Today we will be reading the poem The Laburnum Top by Ted Hughes from the book Hornbill for class 11th. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. Then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness, and a machine starts up of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings. The whole tree trembles and thrills. It is the engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Then with airy delicate whistle chirrup whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Now let's have a short introduction of the poem The Laburnum Top by Ted Hughes. The poem The Laburnum Top by Ted Hughes describes a mutual relationship between a laburnum tree and a goldfinch. The laburnum tree is large, beautiful, with yellow flowers, but lonely. On the other hand, the goldfinch is amusing, beautiful yellow bird, but she hasn't any shelter. The laburnum tree gives shelter to the goldfinch and her young chicks, and in return the goldfinch takes away the dead silence of the laburnum tree. The poem The Laburnum Top, written by Ted Hughes, has a beautiful theme. Let us also know the theme of the poem. The yellow color used by the poet in the different stanzas signify or symbolize beauty, death, as well as silence. The yellow color symbolizes beauty of the fallen of yellow flowers. It symbolizes death because the leaves are turning yellow due to autumn season. These yellow leaves signify death. It symbolizes silence as it is afternoon with bright sunlight and no rain or wind. In the whole poem, the poet is trying to describe the miserable condition of the laburnum tree, which is silent, dying, and without seeds. The arrival of the goldfinch with her young ones give life to the tree and ends the stillness and silence that prevails around. Through the mutual relationship of the laburnum tree and the goldfinch, Ted Hughes wants to tell his readers the importance of living with each other. Every person has different capabilities and things, so lending a helping hand would improve the lives of everyone and make it more joyful, like the giving of the house to the goldfinch by the laburnum tree ends its death like silence. Let us summarize the poem The Laburnum Top. The laburnum tree is quite silent, large and beautiful tree, which is turning naked because of winter. Its flowers and seeds have fallen. Its leaves are turning yellow in the yellow September sunlight. Then a goldfinch comes with her twitching chirrups and gives life to the still and dead-like looking tree. It is autumn and the flowers, leaves and seeds of the laburnum tree is falling off. The condition is miserable. This death-like scene changes as soon as the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup. It is a bright yellow-colored bird that makes short chirping sounds. It is also quite precautious while sitting at a branch end of the tree, and it even makes sudden quick movements looking out for any danger that might be there. She then goes into the thick bark of the laburnum tree as her nest is there inside the bark. There, her chicks make a lot of noise, flatter their wings swiftly as soon as they see their mother. They do so to express their hunger as well as joy when they see their mother. The whole tree trembles and thrills because of the goldfinch and her young ones. The tree becomes lively because it has given space to the bird and her young ones. The goldfinch is referred to as the engine of her family because she gives fuel, that is, food, to the young ones. The chirpings of the young ones, their fluttering, and the goldfinch's movement from one branch to another make a lively surrounding. At times, the goldfinch becomes invisible among the yellowness of the tree. Reaching the branch end, she makes strange and sweet chirping sounds and then begins her journey towards the infinite. This journey is towards the sky. The goldfinch flies away into the sky, making the laburnum tree quiet and dead-like once again. Silence prevails around as soon as the chirrups are heard no more, and the laburnum tree seems to be empty again. To understand the poem in a better way, let us discuss the question answers of the poetry The Laburnum Top, which is titled as Think It Out. The first question is, what do you notice about the beginning and the ending of the poem? In the beginning of the poem, the tree is calm and silent, and in the end, it ends with motionless and empty level. The poem begins with the description of the laburnum tree to be silent, still, and seeds fallen, and the leaves turning yellow as it is the autumn season. A death-like environment prevails. At the end of the poem, when the goldfinch flies away towards the infinite, once again the tree becomes empty and silent. The second question of Think It Out is, to what is the bird's movement compared? What is the basis for this comparison? The movement of the goldfinch is compared to that of a lizard. The basis for this comparison is that a lizard is always sleek, abrupt, and alert in its movements. When the goldfinch comes to the laburnum tree, she also shows the same kind of movement as a lizard. She is very sleek and alert towards any kind of danger, and so she makes abrupt movements. Why is the image of the engine evoked by the poet? The image of the engine is evoked by the poet because an engine is a source for providing energy for a machine to run. Here, the goldfinch provides food to her young ones to keep them alive and active. This food is a source of energy for the young ones without which they cannot survive. Question number 4. What do you like most about the poem? The poem The Laburnum Top has a concept that life is a process of exchange and transformation. This concept is presented by the poet in a very simple way, showing the influence of wildlife, trees, birds, and animals on human life. The simplicity and the pictorial presentation of the concept is very impressive. I like the concept of the poem as well as its impressive presentation. Question 5. What does the phrase "her barred face identity mask" mean? The goldfinch is yellow in color, as well the laburnum flowers were also yellow in color. After feeding her young ones, the goldfinch moves herself to a branch end. There, her face could be seen clearly, and the black bars of her face separated her from the yellow laburnum flowers. From the branch end, the goldfinch could be clearly identified as a bird and not as a laburnum flower, amidst which she could be taken to be as a flower of the laburnum tree.